Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Waiting. 50. We got it. Check 20. Check 50. Check 50. Kill. 80 West. Kill. Turn up.
On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wilson on the move to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run here with counter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Check. Alert. No spacing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the catch made by Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here we go. Black 20. 54. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey. 54's Mike. Easy. Watch 54. Let's go, G. Mike spot 4. Easy. Man, I got you. Man.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's get it. Set. 230. Mike's 49. Are you getting ahead? Are you getting
They'll try and run with their fullback. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Show that bench release and go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Rumbling past the 30. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards on the ground.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Snickers, got to spin. Check.
And now a carry here for their fullback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
We just saw another nice game there. How about some kudos for the offensive line, being able to carve some space in the interior all game long and let the big guy rumble.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Middle.
Here's Connor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
I'm going to run you over. Check 4. Hey, alert. 10.
They run with Connor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. 3 down. 50. Check the backer. Hey, watch edge. 80 weapons. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Start! 180. Launch 49. Jack 16. You ain't got nothing. 49. 49's a Mike. Watch the screen.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Here we go.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. He's got daylight past the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards on the ground. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go.
Connor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Blue 30. Jack 16. Any day. Tighten up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Alert. It's just me and you.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 91 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
52, Snickers, got to spin. No foul.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Here we go. Here's Slack.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way down to the the 26. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Connor. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go, here we go. 180. I'm coming. 44. 49.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
180.
Now Connor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Roethlisberger keeps it. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch QB. Hey, Zoo. Watch QB, Jay. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Gotta do better.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Good job right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
50. Hey, alert. Check. 3 down.
Here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Come on now, let's go.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On the run is Conner. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You got 3 down. Mike's 49. Easy. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Monday. Bang. Recon. 132 fighter.
Here's Conner. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Quarter. 49 to Mike. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Jack 16. Hey, check. Mike 50. Hey, Charlie.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
44.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 55 to Mike. 19. That's got to be a long day. Check. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right there in the middle, 55. 3 bud. Big ass. Alert. Switch.
On third down, it's Carson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run with Penny. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Slam. Bam. Good touch.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera... he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Carson. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Like 80. Middle. Alert. 77.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. After the sack on 1st down, Roethlisberger. And he's got some space here. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
On the Seahawks, 46-yard line.
20. Double dog. Hey, alert.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Black 20. Mike 54. Come on, D.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.